yes.
I literally feel naked without my keys. You know, this is better than gold. This is gold. I don't care if nobody say, you can't tell me this is not a platinum diamond chain. Because you know what? I walked right through those doors and I got sober. I've connected with my siblings. I have connected with my children. I have mentally and emotionally connected back with myself, which is very important. Home is everything. This video is for the Reality Temple on Earth.
Shout out to the Reality Temple on Earth on IG.
We love watching it.
Yeah, we really do.
We send love, peace, and soul.
Brother. Yeah.
Because I have so many moving parts going on in my life. Hey, y'all. I hope everybody's been good. Hey, Joseph. Man, like, I've been working, okay? Hey, girl. Mama Purvis, how are you? What up, y'all? I'm just dropping in. I'm cooking. I'm about to make some gumbo, okay? And I'm kind of, I'm cheating because I'm not making the roux tonight. I'm doing a pre-prepared roux, okay? Look, pre-prepared roux. I'm breaking my fast. I'm doing Ramadan right now. I'm practicing it. And so you stop eating at sun up and you start eating at sundown. And as the days progress, because we're moving into summer, it's getting more and more time on the clock. You feel me? So I'm looking forward to this. I might do a little snacking on my dry mango. Hey, y'all. What's up? Welcome. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. Thank you, Nate. That was my second morsel tonight. Oh my gosh, today. And it's good. Hey, Lisa. What up? So, I've already made like my salad, okay? And I'm gonna add some avocado. Doesn't it look so good? It looks super fresh. And then I'm gonna put some
Mini money mo, catch a tiger by his toe.
Pregnant, you're out.
TLC.
Yo, what's
Hey,
up?
we cannot wait to hit the road with TLC, Shaggy, and Sean Kingston next month.
And we are going to be singing some of our favorite TLC
Yes,
songs.
oh, for sure.
Scrubs. What a phone. What about your friends?
What about your friends?
Hey.
Hey.
Till they stand their ground. What you say? Let you down. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, what about your friends?
Okay. All right. You know the harmony was coming. Oh man.
Brand new. Bitches acting like they running shit they really ran through. I spend that 500 before I ever rip me out the plastic. I been acting brand new. Bitches acting like they running shit they really ran through. I spend that 500 before I ever.
So Live Nation ordered an ice cream truck here. So we're gonna do a little ice cream today.
Strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry
Y'all know
shortcake.
what time it is. It's important for the Black youth especially to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
In my opinion, Black music is the basis for all music. It has been, and that's just the way it is. So I don't think it's something extraordinary for us. I think it's just a part of us.
Hey, we're in Las Vegas. We just finished the Friends and Lovers concert. It was so much fun. I think Usher's on right now, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but the crowd was incredible. We had so much fun. We just did, what, a 30-minute set?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they were striking down really quick to get the next acts on, so. Yep, it was good. Thank you, Friends and Lovers.
Yay.
We had a good time. Bye!
Prom 2023.
2023,
the
baby.
last P kid. Roman's prom. Baby Roman.
Baby Roman.
And we having a little pre-prom gig. Got us our flower wall.
Can't even believe it.
Yep. We got a little vibe going. Thank you, William, for hooking it up. And
William, you killed it.
Thank you, Terry, for coming over and helping. You're the best auntie bestie in the world. Yay!
Good evening, soul brothers and sisters. This is Tangi Cox, the Black Sheep, and I am propositioning you to entertain just a little while of being in reality. And this is gonna hurt soul sisters and brothers, because a lot of us cannot accept reality. I empower you to, for 1 year, to subscribe to the reality temple on earth. And at the end of 12 months, draw your conclusion of what have you learned in that amount of time. I empower you. You will never, ever, ever think, feel, or entertain nonsense ever again, period. I would like to see my soul sisters and brothers awaken. This requires time. You need to spend about a year watching, researching, and looking. The reality temple on earth is life-changing, and I stand on that. I know you think that if we move too soon, it would all end. I live in this breeze when you're not around. And I won't be satisfied till we're taking over. It's the love making, heartbreaking, soul shaking. Love making, heartbreaking, soul shaking. What's it gonna be? 'Cause I can't stand no. Don't you wanna be? Don't you want more than friends? Hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. Have the right to lose and hold on and go. It's the love making, heartbreaking, soul shaking. Love making, heartbreaking, soul shaking. It's the love making, heartbreaking, soul shaking.
6:51 right now, revisiting Blair's social second. This one got a whole lot of comments from you all. Big talker. We've been telling you that marijuana is legal in the state of Missouri now. We asked if you believe legal marijuana will encourage more people to use it who didn't use it before, right? So hundreds of comments came in. We heard from a few of you. First up, Kayla Beasley. Good morning to you, Kayla. Thanks for chatting with us. She said the only deterrent for some people is that they might get in trouble for doing it. So absolutely, at least some people will try it for the first time purely because it is legal now. And I was reporting when it became legal in Illinois, and we saw some long lines of people out there ready to buy it legally for the first time. Cynthia Holiday, good morning to you. Thanks for chatting with us. She said, I have many friends and family who are learning that the effects of it are better from a medical standpoint versus what we have been taught about opioids. A lot of people making that comparison between alcohol use, opioid use being legal for a long time now, and marijuana, they feel like it's not as harmful as those things. We heard from Valerie. Good morning to you, Valerie. She said, perhaps with legalization, there will be a lot less people in jail for our country to support, less people in jail who are capable of caring for their families, more two-parent homes. So she was saying that there could be some possible things. She said perhaps it's not a terrible thing, and having it legal will help with the mental stress on our population. Big talker here. We're going to keep hearing from you guys. 6:53 right now. Go to our Facebook page, Fox 2 Now. We'll be right back after this.
I want to win. I'm a superstar. I'm putting up 30, 40 points a game.
Talk to you.
Why I don't have a ring yet?
I want to talk to you. Just wait.
You still have to learn how to win, because basketball and soccer and racism is a team sport.
Friends, and welcome back. So today we're going to do a little bit of a flow, focusing on our breath in the present moment, which can be something that's hard for a lot of us to do. A lot of times we're either focused on the future and what we have to do, or dwelling or ruminating on the past. Two things that take away from the moments that we have now that we're never going to get back. So today we're going to do a side plank variation. This one really good for opening both your side body and your chest, really good for digestion, and like I said, really good for connecting with your breath and the present moment. So go ahead and grab your mat and let's get started. So for this pose, we're going to start on our hands and knees, and then we're going to kickstand our right foot to the outside of the mat. we're gonna extend our left leg and extend your left arm to the ceiling. From here, we're gonna inhale. We're gonna come up onto our knee to balance, pop onto the left ball of our foot, and we're gonna bend into that knee. And we're gonna exhale and extend everything back long to how we had it in the beginning. And inhale, come back up and pop onto the knee. And I just encourage you to do this a couple times, really working with your breath here. And when you've got a good amount, you feel, you can come and return back to your hands and your knees and come to your knees to rest. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this week's Tranquil Time with Taylor. As always, the light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in each and every one of you. Friends, and welcome back. So this week and the next couple of weeks, we're going to be working on inversions, which are always really good for creating circulation. So today's pose is going to be called shoulder stand. It's going to be a supported shoulder stand. And this one really good, again, for creating that fresh wave of blood throughout your body and creating more circulation with the blood flow. Also really good for building strength and flexibility. And lastly, it's going to be really great for calming the nervous system, so calming any symptoms of anxiety and stress. So go ahead and grab your mat and let's get started. So for this pose, you want to make sure if you have a block, have it handy, and we're going to start sitting. Grab that block and come to lay down on your back, and we're going to place that block just right under your lower back almost. Now from here, you can extend your legs to the ceiling and your arms as well. And you can hold here, or if you want to do a complete shoulder stand, you can go ahead and come to your forearms and kind of rest them on your lower back here. And you just hold here for a couple breaths. And when you're ready, bend your knees, bring everything back down, and then you can come to sitting to rest. And that is this week's Tranquil Time with Taylor. As always, the light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in each and every one of you.
Everybody join.
She was more like a beauty queen from a scene. I say no matter, but do you mean I am the one? Go and dance on the floor in around. She says I am the one. Go and dance on the floor in around. She told me her name was Billie Jean. As she crossed the scene, she said her head hurt as she dreamed being the one. Go and dance on the floor in around, baby. People always told me, be careful what they do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful with your love. Be careful what you do. When your love become the truth. Hey, I feel it, Jane. That's not my love. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. She says I am the one who knows, but the kid is not my son. I ain't impressed.
The deacon said, imagine how Michael Jackson felt when he told Joseph, I want out of the Jackson 5. Michael wanted his freedom. Ever since he was a little boy, he was under the yoke of a dictator. It's my way or the highway. Somebody that abused him, beat him, make mockery of him.
I need your help, Terry.
Me?
What if EnVogue got back together to do a Christmas show to save the Opera House?
And when is this show supposed to go down?
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve?
Will the divas save the day? An EnVogue Christmas.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving.
Humble thoughts about it. Deacon Charles, my goodness, this is an excellent conversation this morning. Bless up, Charles. Lauren says, man, once winter was over, I feel so refreshed and made new. Unfortunately, those trapped in winter doesn't understand life renewal. So here's these little talks to come in and help us to remind ourselves of the power of choice. And so many other tools within that. Lauren says, when you get a chance, look up Soul Liberation Day, December 7th. Oh, that's right around the corner, the transformation. Bless up. Bless up. Thank you for that.
My black people, it's all about the unity.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains up on myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Y'all know what time it is. So Live Nation ordered an ice cream truck here.
Ice cream! Ice cream!
Yes. I want that. Oh, I need that. Gots to have that.
Welcome back to CBS Mornings. We've had so many mass shootings lately, it almost feels like it never stops. You know why? Because it doesn't. And as if the sound of gunshots is just the drumbeat of life in America right now. That's what it seems like. It is so painful, but we have to keep listening, and actually we have to keep talking if we want it to stop. And that's what we're trying to do with today's story. Yesterday, a memorial was held to mark 1 year since an especially horrific incident, the racist attack that killed 10 people at Tops grocery store in Buffalo, New York. It's hard to believe it's been a year, but I can only imagine, Jerika, what those people are thinking. Good morning to you. Good morning. You've covered this story many times, and you're back again. This one has a personal connection to you.
It does, because, you know, I lived there, yes. I worked there early on in my career. It's truly a special place, a very close-knit community, and almost like a second home for me. Well, earlier this month, we sat down with 4 people who were each impacted by this tragedy. Jerome Bridges and Fragrance Harris Stanfield were working at the grocery store at the time. Zanetta Everhart's son, Zaire, was also an employee there. He was shot and thankfully survived. And Garnell Whitfield Jr. lost his mother, Ruth Whitfield, in the attack. If you could finish the statement, the last year has been
Hard.
Hard?
Very hard.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking?
Very difficult, overwhelming.
Burdensome.
Burdensome.
It's been very heavy.
Yeah.
The last year.
The day of the massacre, Fragrance Harris Stanfield was working at the Tops grocery store along with her 20-year-old daughter.
I didn't die that day, my daughter didn't die that day, but this man walked past her twice while she's sitting, hiding in the store. I had no idea if she was alive or dead. I heard the gunshots coming closer. I did not think I was making it out.
What did you do?
I don't know. My brain still hasn't allowed me to see. I literally gave myself permission and like, it's okay, you can go. You've done what you're supposed to do. It's over.
I don't ever want to go through nothing like that ever again. That was horrible.
Jerome Bridges barricaded employees and customers in a conference room to stay safe that day. When Tops reopened 2 months after the attack, he went back to work.
What made me go back? 2 people. Once I found out her son was all right, that's when I decided to go back to work. His mother, God rest her soul, I spoke to his mother 20 minutes before the guy came into the store. That's what she always used to lift my spirits up. She was a nice, kind lady, and I wanted to shake your hand. And you're welcome.
A year is not a long time. Have you all had time to grieve?
No.
Absolutely not. No.
For me, for Zaire, it's like it happened yesterday. Every day, it's like it happened yesterday.
Yeah, so, all of this attention being paid to the 1 year anniversary, remembrance, ceremonies, and I guess the community needs to, and that's good for some people. But for me, I don't need help remembering. My problem is I can't forget.
This is every day for us.
Every day, all day, every day.
Every day.
Are there things that have stayed the same that you wish changed?
White supremacy is alive and well.
Well,
Discrimination, racism, all of those things are still pervasive in our society, in our community. You know what I'm saying? So many of those things have not changed.
They haven't. After 5/14, the country heard it. They saw racism out there in their faces, but there hasn't really been any change to it, right? We're not really digging deep into domestic terrorism as a nation and dealing with it, right? And so, it's still the same. What has changed? We've changed, right? 5/14 changed each one of us, right? In different ways. And we've seen that we have to be the solution. Right. We now know, and others in the community now know their power. And they know they have a voice, and they can make change in their neighborhood, on their streets. And so that's definitely what's changed, because I know it changed me.
Jerome Bridges told us he recently started seeing a therapist. Zanetta Everhart, who you just heard from there, announced that she's running for city council. Garnell Whitfield, the former Buffalo Fire Commissioner, started Pursuit of Truth, a nonprofit organization addressing white supremacy and hate, of course, in honor of his mother. And Fragrance Harris Stanfield, a mother of 7, has not been back to work. She explained to me that she is still healing from what happened.
Jerika, if you've ever lost anybody in your life that's close to you, a year is like a blip.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday. It feels like nothing. And the thing that struck me yesterday was it was Mother's Day.
Exactly.
So all these people had to process these feelings on Mother's Day.
It'll never be the same.
I was haunted by it yesterday for them.
And Fragrance talking about, I can't imagine you having this sense that you're going to lose your life and perhaps also your child, and you can't do anything about it.
She said it was the cashier that had to calm her daughter down and say, don't say anything. So to be that close to it, and just to imagine, the nightmares and the healing and the work that goes into it, I think it was important to go back and tell their stories.
I'm glad you did.
So unfortunate we have to keep going back.
Yeah.
Because there are so many communities like this now in this country.
But that's why we have to keep doing it.
Very powerful conversation. And all of them are doing something positive to rebuild their community and themselves.
Powerful and necessary, Jerika, as always. Thank you very much.
Hey, we're in Vogue, and we are so happy to be here at the Kupferberg Center for the Arts. Thanks for having us. Woo!
Emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
In a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind. What, dear? Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
And all this propaganda that you want us to say, we're gonna take out.
We sell soul food. As a matter of fact, we've been told that Old Henry's is one of the few soul food restaurants in the city of St. Louis, in the state, and in the Midwest. We plan to start our food truck next month.
Okay.
Want that food truck to go all over.
Alrighty then.
So if we get the exposure, and we're already taking orders for events. We just took an order for July 31st. We took an order for July 29th. There's a guy who has a construction company. He owns quite a few of them. And we're going to be going to their sites and serving food, serving lunch. And we got a lot of interesting stuff going on.
All right.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm Angus Snubnut Serving. This is my friend
Ada Taylor.
Ada Taylor. This is Old Henry Restaurant. If you're ever in the St. Louis area, come check them out. We had a good time just celebrating my sister's birthday, and everything was A-OK.
All right. All right. Thank you.
You up.
emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Mary, it's so good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. When you get a chance, look up Soul Liberation Day, December 7th. Oh, that's right around the corner. The transformation. Bless up. Bless up. Thank you for that. Let's see. Taalik says, can you send a shout out to my platform, the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry? Our theme this year is After Purge Comes the Heal. Shout out to your platform, Taalik. All the best to you guys with continuing to stretch in perspective, to stretch in what is possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others. Yes.
This is a story about control. My control. Control of what I say and control of what I do. And this time I'm gonna do it my way. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Are we ready? I am.
Love is what I want. I wanna feel your body holding me tight, 'cause I need some more than tenderness to share what's inside. I want more than company, it's you that I like. And if you can't be there, then I'll find someone who can.
I need your help, Terry.
Me?
What if EnVogue got back together to do a Christmas show to save the Opera House?
And when is this show supposed to go down?
Christmas Eve. Christmas
Eve? Will the divas save the day? An EnVogue Christmas.
Sister, sister, girl, this song's for you. Let's talk about the changes we've been through. I hear your laughter, and girl, I share your pain. 'Cause the heart of every woman is the same. Now what makes us different? Sister, sister, girl, if you can't be there, then I'll find someone who can. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. I can't wait too long. And this feeling is so strong, and it's so strong. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. Another day is too long. Love is what I want. I wanna feel your body holding me tight, 'cause I
Y'all don't know nothing about that. I know we can. I know we can. I know we can. I know we can. Woo! Hey! Come on. Get away. Hey, hey. Let's be today. Let's get away. Let's leave today. Let's get away. Let's leave today. Let's leave today. Okay, wait. Let's get away.
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Ron.
We can talk. I don't know why people don't like talking to me. I don't bite, I don't think. Terry Ellis will tell you I don't bite, you know. So, anyway.
She's a lady, sophisticated lady, mother of mankind. Ooh, she's so divine. The charm of a girl, she's the strength of the world. Like a diamond in the rough. She's sweet, but she's tough. She's meek, she's mild. Takes care of business with a smile. The warm attitude, so cool when you're rude. Sweet when she freaks out. Do her wrong, she'll dismiss ya. With such style and such grace, she brings class to the place. When she walks through the room, you'll have to assume that she's a lady. Oh, such a lady. Such a lady. She's a lady. Oh yeah. Sophisticated lady. She's a lady. She's a lady. Well, such a lady. Such a lady. She's a lady. Sophisticated lady. To the women of the world who cannot relate, it takes more than good looks or how well you can cook. It takes more than just teasing and pleasing a man. It's like a religion. It takes practice and vision. There's no substitute. You got to be real. There's no way you can fake it. Follow all the rules. Walking tall with your back straight ahead, riding high. And they'll say she's a lady. Oh, such a lady. Such a lady. She's a lady. Oh yeah.
And so you have a lot of people out here that actually want to worship Satan. I want Satan to be my daddy. Satan is the God. And when you really look at it, Satan really is the way to go. He's the better between the two. We really should be spoiled. But this father, this God, got a serious mental problem. Hateful. You twin, you gonna do what I say. Right? I'm gonna punish you for 400 years. I'm gonna rape you. I'm gonna let these people cut your baby out the womb and smash his head into the ground. Cause you did not obey me. Wow, what kind of parent is that? I'm gonna let Adolf Hitler put you in a gas oven. And lynch you. This is what this God, this father does. Because you didn't obey my commandments. Bah, bah. See, that's not my story. The deacon says God was a child molester. That's what happened. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always.
Soulflower, I always said it was a gumbo of a mixture of different genres of music. A touch of neo-soul, a little bit of the old EnVogue vibe, R&B. You got my head spinning around, you got my feet off the ground. Still today in 2004 has a contemporary edge to it, and it's in vogue.
In honor of Women's History Month, we've been talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this morning, we are focusing on
every Friday during Women's History Month.
All month long, we've been celebrating Women's History Month by talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And
don't take much to break a heart. Here's a house for love, and I've learned. Build it up, build it up, build it up. Here's a house for love, and I've learned. I've learned a heart is a house. You got to feel it, and I've learned. Got to feel it up, feel it up. Don't take much to
It's Women's History Month. We were just sitting here talking about who we want to highlight, commemorating and remembering brilliant women who were trailblazers in women's history. And congratulations to all of the women who have paved the way and blazed the trail. Thank you for your excellence. Thank you for the inspiration.
We have incredible Nobel Prize winner Toni Morrison.
Poets like Phyllis Wheatley and Maya Angelou. Hopefully we're making some type of mark in women's history. Musicians like Celia Cruz and Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan. I mean, you know the list could go on. And lots of women to remember during this Women's History Month. So shout out to all this beautiful feminine energy paving the way for all ladies.
Hey everybody,
what's up,
we're here in Washington, D.C. in celebration of 156 years of Black excellence for Howard University.
Yes, we are excited to be performing tonight for their gala. Check back to see what you everybody. This coming Wednesday, December 29th, we're going to be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with Frank Gatson, who's opening the Intergenerational Performing Arts and Athletic Center at the YWCA. There's going to be a benefit gala and award ceremony hosted by the one and only Brandy. Brandy's also performing, and so is Luke James, Brandon Gray, Doe, and of course yours truly, EnVogue. If you're going to be in the area and you want to support the cause, go to isupportthemission.org. We hope to see you there.
I'm very proud of her for her accomplishments, and I think more than anything else is that she's remained grounded. She's still Terry, you know. She still comes home and washes dishes, and she's still hungry all the time. So, you know, she hadn't really changed at all, with the exception of, I think she likes what she's doing a little bit more. I think she's on time for quite a few gigs because she has David to take care of if she doesn't show up on time. So it's a little bit different now, but we're all extremely proud of her. And I think she looks at it more of a blessing as opposed to a talent. And we see it as a job, so we just kind of keep her sane when she comes home as opposed to the glitz and glamour. So she knows that she's comfortable. She can come home and kick back, not worry about it, and just be a Southern girl.
Happy birthday! Thank you. I almost forgot my own birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you. Thank you.
Terry's birthday gonna be on Sunday, but
birthday.
Harmony going on in here.
Happy birthday. Come on,
Come on. Why you hiding back there? Why you hiding?
Happy birthday.
All right, y'all, it's time to sing Happy Birthday to Sin. We missed it by a few days, but we still on time. Y'all ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's a beautiful key. Happy birthday, dear Sin Lynn. Ow! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sin! Happy birthday to Sin! It's time to party, baby. Y'all know we about to get it in.
It's time for change. Change. Nothing that stays the same.
We are in a process of healing.
It's time for change. I'm a soul man, Lord. I'm a soul man. Yes, I am. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man, Lord.
Peace forever and always. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me.
You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so.
Your living room, as long as it's around your home. Send love to Brother Tyler, but after all is said and done, truth is, Angola, Louisiana, you're the one. We're here. I can't tell a man not to defend himself. Not at this late stage. Can't tell a man he ain't got no right to nowhere.
As always in parting, we wish you...
Come on and jam with us next week on these same stations, and you can bet your last money it's all going to be a stone gas, honey. I'm Don Cornelius, and as always in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul.
This is a story about control. My control. Control of what I say and control of what I do. And this time I'm gonna do it my way. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Are we ready? I am. 'Cause it's all about control. And I've got lots of it.
Yes, I'd like to talk to you. Take some of your precious time. I'd like to get to know you. Would you be so kind and do? Tell me your secret wish and what is on your mind. Tell me your secret wish. Tell me your secret wish and I will tell you mine. Whatever you want and whatever you need, I would give the stars above if you'd only talk to me. Tell me your secret wish. 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 You can't hide your thoughts. You cannot pretend with me. I can feel the thunder. I can hear your heartbeat. Come a little closer to me. Don't be afraid. I will not bite. I'm not such a bad girl. I'm only longing for the night. Tell me your secret wish and what is on your mind. Tell me your secret wish and I will tell you mine. Tell me your secret wish and what is on your mind. Tell me your secret wish and I will tell you mine. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Sister, sister, I don't care what they say. We're the same. Sister, sister, can't go on like this. Time will change. Sister, sister, girl, this song's for you. Let's talk about the changes we've been through. I hear your laughter, and girl, I share your pain. 'Cause the heart of every woman is the same. Now what makes us different has never been.
In honor of Women's History Month, we've been talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this morning, we are focusing on
Every Friday during Women's History Month.
All month long, we've been celebrating Women's History Month by talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for: a change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
The Mississippi campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation. The ability to control your own resources. Your politics. The law. Be able to do your own thing for a chance. Create an economy. Create and produce goods that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You're fake, you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi campaign. I keep it real.
What, dear?
Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move for me. Like Dr. King, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple. Reality's temple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move for me. Like Dr. King, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire.
It's so good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. When you get a chance, look up Soul Liberation Day, December 7th. Oh, that's right around the corner. The transformation. Bless up. Bless up. Thank you for that. Let's see. Taalik says, can you send a shout out to my platform, the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry? Our theme this year is After Purge Comes the Healing. Shout out to your platform, Taalik. All the best to you guys with continuing to stretch in perspective, to stretch in what is possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others. Yes.
You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. People all over the world. Love is what I want. I wanna feel your body holding me tight, 'cause I need some more than tenderness to share what's inside. I want more than company, it's you that I like. And if you can't be there, then I'll find someone who can. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. Don't make me wait till
are in a process of healing.
It's time for change.
You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so.
Peace forever and always. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving.
How you doing?
What's the system trying to debate anger slim themselves? There's many people, they want to debate and get angry at me. You can't debate me. You're cut and paste.
Show me the way to the future, 'cause I am tired of the past. Some of us are just used to existing. We all know it can last. You better make up your mind now. Don't take too long or it's gone. Let's put together somehow. We can make it move home. Gotta get away from them.
I don't know how I'm gonna survive. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I got to get the hell out of here.
Gotta get away from him. Oh, God. Got to get away from. Come on and join my session. Reach out and touch my hand.
The Deacons of Reality put out a short video and talk about winning. I don't like losing. I really don't. I'm very competitive. I don't like losing. Some people don't mind losing. Oh, it ain't nothing but a game.
Patience come, gotta move along. No one to blame, it's time to win. Don't criticize, try to realize I'm number one in the end. Oh, that's the color of success. I play to win. Oh, there's no other color of success. I play to win. Free as a bird, it's time to spread the word.
I don't like losing. I really don't.
The sun is shining.
I'm very competitive. I don't like losing. Some people don't mind losing. Oh, it ain't nothing but a game. Because you're a loser. Of course it's not but a game because you're a loser. Anybody that play any game, you play the game because you want to win. Nobody plays a game to be a loser. Nobody.
And the cow was returned to its rightful owner. In today's entertainment news.
Oh boy, we got a lot going on
Yeah,
this morning,
yeah.
and it includes an exclusive interview ahead of fashion's biggest night, tonight's Met Gala. The lavish fundraiser at New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art attracts a who's who of celebrities and newsmakers, and only on CBS Mornings, Gayle King sat down with fashion legend Anna Wintour, who co-chairs the gala. And we got a sneak peek of this year's exhibition featuring designs by the late Karl Lagerfeld. Gayle joins us now from LA. Gayle, good morning.
I am so excited to be here. That's why I'm so excited about this piece, and that's why I wanted to be here. But before I get started, guys, am I sitting up straight? Because Shauna just said, I was watching you guys like this. Shauna goes, Gail, sit up. Okay, am I sitting up straight? Am I, Shauna, am I sitting up straight?
You look good.
You look piping.
You're good to go, Gail. You are good to go. You're ready to roll. You look like $1 million.
Okay, I will proceed. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Anna Wintour has been hosting this gala for nearly 3 decades now, and who does not remember some of the iconic looks, like Katy Perry with the chandelier dress, Iman glowing in gold, I love that one, and Zendaya as Cinderella. But Anna Wintour says this night really is all about raising money for this, the Met Museum's Costume Institute. Look at this. Its annual exhibition is curated by Andrew Bolton. So we met up with the fashionable pair for a preview that you'll see here first. Anna Wintour has been editor-in-chief of Vogue since 1988. But she says taking on the Met Gala 7 years later was no walk down the runway.
It was a society event. People weren't very excited about going to it, and so to take it over and try and make a night of it was quite intimidating.
Yeah.
And I remember being very happy that we raised about $250,000, which I thought was a great step forward.
That's a pretty good loot for 1995. Yes. Now they raise millions every year. Wintour says that's the goal of the gala.
The Met Gala has always had one mission, and that is to raise money for the important work that Andrew's department does at the Costume Institute.
This is Andrew Bolton, curator in charge of the Met Museum's Costume Institute and its annual exhibition. This year's theme, Karl Lagerfeld, a line of beauty, showcasing the late designer's fingerprint on fashion.
This year is a celebration of Karl's legacy, his work, and he was in the business for 65 years. So we focused on his creativity. Karl was an amazing sketcher. Everything he ever designed over the years, he sketched. It began as a drawing.
Something Bolton says he wanted to put on full display.
This was a desk that Karl actually sketched at every morning.
That's his original desk?
His original desk, that was the Quai Voltaire.
From Paris, yes.
Wow. During our preview, we got a glimpse of the before. Then days later, we returned for the after. The designer's desk, staged as it appeared in his last official photograph for Vogue back in 2018.
And it's an extraordinary picture because he literally looks like he's sort of disappearing under all these papers and books.
Did you do the collection in chronological order?
No, it's thematic. This is the only time you actually focus on the different design houses that Karl worked in. So we have Chloe, we have Chanel, we have Fendi, we have Karl Lagerfeld.
All in this room?
All in this room.
When I walk in this room, my eye goes to that. Talk about the work and the art. Wow.
So every room has what we're calling an explosion, an explosive moment.
Say that again. Every room
has a sort of explosion. It's a sort of moment of convergence between the two lines.
Yes.
So this one, you have the feminine line with the actual 1950s inspired feathered dress, and then you have a 1930s inspired tuxedo. So it's a masculine and the feminine sort of combined into one.
I'm choosing this as a moment of explosion. Andrew, I love this. What is this?
So this is a wedding dress that Karl designed.
Don't you love this, Anna?
I do. I love this. I love this particular gallery. I think it's so romantic.
When this one was made, Gail, this particular one, it was actually the most expensive couture garment ever created.
And when you say the most expensive, what does that mean in terms of price? Do you even know?
I think it was over 100,000, I think.
This outfit?
Yeah, in 1996, which was a lot. It's a lot now.
That's still a lot for an outfit.
There's some beautiful dresses in here.
Yes.
And that one in the middle there on the top, that's from his first collection, 83, is that right, for Chanel?
I could see you wearing that, Anna.
I have.
You have?
I actually just wore it to the state dinner in Washington for President Macron.
I have.
And you were absolutely right.
Anna, you were the only one that could say that. Did you hear that? Anna, I could see you wearing that. I have.
Yes.
At the state dinner for Macron. And see, I love this straight back.
The craftsmanship's extraordinary.
I can't imagine what your brain has been doing because you have
How many pieces did you go through, Andrew, to make this choice?
I think about over 10,000.
Over 10,000 pieces?
And there's about
narrowed it down to 200.
200, yeah, it's about 200 in the show.
I mean, You just have decision after decision after decision, don't you?
It's Anna's great there. She'll come to my storyboard and she'll say, edit, 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 because it starts huge, and just to get, I think having it thematically helps.
Now, when I walked in this room, my eye went straight to her.
It's amazing. It's like
I love her.
Yes, I love that
She
dress.
doesn't warrant explosion status. As the crew added final touches, we got a true sneak peek of perhaps Lagerfeld's most well-known look, his own. Andrew, I look at the work that you've done to pull this off, and I saw something with you when you were 17 and they asked you what was your dream job.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't you kind of living your, what was your dream job at 17?
It was this, it's to work here. And it was through...
To work here and do what?
To be a curator.
I know,
I was really inspired by Harold Coder and Richard Martin, who was here at the time.
Andrew, look how dreams come true. You know what my dream was at 17? To be asked to the prom. I mean, and you're talking about dreaming big.
I didn't have much of a social life.
Carl once said that he does not see fashion as art. He once even said that it's actually, he finds it boring when people say that. But when I walk through that exhibit today, I don't know how it's anything but art, Andrew.
Yeah, I think Carl never liked to be called an artist. He always said I was a dressmaker and...
Working class.
Working class. He always said I'm working class because he worked so hard.
What was amazing about Carl, he knew so much about history, but he was always focused on the future. So I think that's probably a little bit to do with, you know, his contradictions. He was an historian, but is also intensely modern and looking forward.
And some would say the choice to honor Karl Lagerfeld is a bit of a surprising choice. Critics have said we should not be celebrating someone who made fatphobic, racist, sexist comments throughout his career.
Well, obviously, Carl was a complicated man, and I think Andrew's decision really to focus on the work and it's not a biography, there are documentaries and books that cover all sides of Carl's life. We're really focusing on his work.
When you hear some of the things he said, at one point he talked about Adele's weight. He said, no one wants to see a curvy woman. He said, of the Me Too movement, I'm fed up with it in 2018. When you hear comments like that, and there's a long list of them, what do you all think? How do you reconcile that with what we're going to see?
Carl was provocative, and he was full of paradoxes, and I think sometimes he would say things, Gail, to shock, and not necessarily things that he believed in. And obviously, there are things that he has said that Andrew and I do not agree with. But I think when we go back and we look at the work that he has created over so many years, I think that deserves celebration. It deserves acknowledgement. I think there will be extraordinary interest in this exhibition.
They say, Anna, it's called the Met Ball, but it's been referred to as Anna's party. Do you see it that way?
No, it's the Met's party, and in the end, we're trying to raise the funds and we're trying to bring people into the museum. And we hope they have a good time, too.
I know everybody that comes has a great time, but everybody, Anna, always goes on and on about the guest list. What goes into your thinking about the guest list?
We're always interested in trying to reflect a cultural moment and what we feel is happening at the world at any given time.
Do you find, Anna, you're getting calls from people you haven't heard from in years?
Well, my phone is on mute.
And how do you handle the request? And how do you, because I would imagine there are some hurt feelings with people that say, you know, Anna, how could I not come? How could you not let me in? How do you handle that?
I mean, obviously, every year is different, and we try and curate the guest list in a way that makes sense for whatever the theme of the exhibition is. And every year we try and make it different, and have different people come. So obviously there's always next year.
The exhibition you just got a little snippet of opens to the public this Friday at the Met. And I encourage everybody, because as much as we like the razzle and dazzle of what's going to happen on the red carpet tonight, that's always exciting. The main reason, as both Andrew and Anna stressed, was about raising money for this glorious institution. And it is really, really dazzling. So this Monday, listen, I'm leaving here and flying right back to New York. But guess what? None of us are going tonight. We can all take there's always next year approach. But
I appreciated your question.
I love talking to both of them. because they were
they were both wonderful.
Together.
Yeah, I love that Andrew's living his dream, and you know, you put the question to Anna about the guest list, and she answered it by saying, "My phone is on mute."
Yes, I know. She's a smart girl, that Anna Wintour, because the legend goes that Anna approves the guest list and the guest of the guest. And when I asked her that, she said, "No, Gail, it's a team effort." I go, "I'm going to take that as a yes." But it's always a very fun event. Always.
It sure is. All right, Gail. Thanks for getting up with us.
Yeah.
All right.
Get some rest. Get some sleep. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Back tomorrow.
To the airport. Bye.
All right, Amelia, we're working on it, trying to get it under control. 6:54 right now, revisiting Blair's Social Second. I told you a new study came out that says naps boost your creativity. I asked you, do you do better when you take a nap or when you just power through the day? I heard from a few of you. Lisa Walton, good morning to you. She says, I used to power through, but retirement has definitely changed that. I truly enjoy my naps nowadays. So good for you, Lisa. And then we heard from Douglas Thurman. He said, I love a good nap, especially the ones where I wake up and I'm late for school and miss the school bus. And then I remember I'm 47 years old. I like that. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, what? Who am I? Where am I? Then we heard from Stephanie Ellis. Good morning, Stephanie. She said, if I nap, it's over. I can't do anything the rest of the day. It makes me feel worse. So lots of different opinions on that. We want to hear from you. Go to our Facebook page, Fox 2 Now, and let us know what you think. Thank you, Jordan. Revisiting Blair's Social Second right now. It is National Pet Day. I asked you all, which pets do you think make the best pets, dogs or cats? We heard from Donna Jean. Good morning to you, Donna. She said both are amazing pets. I think it depends on your lifestyle. We have had a beagle. He was amazing. Now we have kitties. They are not sneaky, nor are they mean. We did say this a little earlier in our opinions. True, some don't cuddle, but that is true of dogs too. Hubby is allergic to kitties, but the two we have now are 7 and 8, and a few cuddle him and sleep with him. He is fine. Brenda Bennett said, cats. I love cats. Independent, quirky personality. Dogs are needy. And then we heard from Alicia. Good morning to you, Alicia. She said dogs are more personable. They have bigger personalities and will love you no matter what. Cats will disown you if you don't give them a treat or if you do something to make them mad. So we heard from a lot of you. Illinois and Missouri, they say that they were dog lovers, but we hear a whole lot of cat lovers here on our comments. We want to know what you guys think. Go to our Facebook page, Fox 2 Now, and let us know. Well, we asked you, Blair's Social Second. The entertainment industry, they are worried about artificial intelligence taking over, taking credit for their artwork. So I asked you all, should artificial intelligence have a place in the arts, in the creative realms? Pete Pasternak, good morning to you, Pete. This is interesting. He said, just ask AI this exact question, and it said, absolutely, AI can be a great tool for artists to explore new mediums and push the boundaries of creativity. So that's from AI. That's what it says about its place in the arts. We also heard from JB Johnson. Good morning to you. He said it shouldn't have a place anywhere in our society. And then lastly, we heard from Shirt Griffin. Good morning to you. Absolutely not. Just think if AI gets a hold of the right voice and technology, it can be used to sing inappropriate songs and defame artists. So we want to continue to hear from you guys. What do you think? AI showing up everywhere in all different industries. Now the entertainment folks are worried. Go to our Facebook page, Fox 2 Now, and chime in on the Blair. Thank you, Amelia. We are revisiting Blair's Social Second, 6:53 right now. I told you guys a new study came out that said ditching your alarm clocks in your bedrooms could help you get to sleep if you have a hard time. I asked you all, what helps you get a good night's sleep? Heard from a whole lot of you this morning. First up, Cassie Hall. She says, I love to read before bed. Sometimes I only get a couple pages in and don't realize I'm falling asleep until the iPad falls on my face. You gotta put it to the side so it won't fall on you. That happens to me sometimes with my phone too. We heard from Window Payne. Good morning to you. He said, I could fall asleep sitting straight up when I get home. Been working 12-hour shifts 5 and 6 days a week for 4 months now. So a hard day's work helps Window Payne get a good night's sleep. And then we heard from Cher and Tim. Good morning to you both. I'm thinking maybe it's a couple page. Being super cold, like snowing outside, windows open, fans on cold, and then under lots of blankets. So let us know what you guys think. I did get one answer, a whole lot. I'm not going to say it on air, but you can go in the comments and read it yourself. Go to our Facebook page, Fox 2 Now, and let us know how you get a good night's sleep. Blair. Thank you, Amelia. We are revisiting Blair's social second right now. I told you all Gen Zers were getting some financial tips from TikTok. Where did you learn your money management skills? We heard from a lot of you this morning. First up, we heard from Nick. Good morning, Nick. He says, since neither of my parents nor public school taught me about finances, I learned the hard way. Word to the wise, be open about your finances with your children. He also said help them to learn about financial traps so they don't have to learn the hard way like I did. We heard from Josh Schaefer this morning. Hey, Josh, how's it going? He said high school. Our class was called Co-op. It was a work release program that got us out of school at 12:40 to go to work. The class taught us life skills like how to do taxes and balance checkbooks. Then we heard from Ken. Good morning to you, Ken. He said when your change jar gets low, then you need to check yourself. That's what we got from you guys this morning. Go to our Facebook page, Fox 2 Now, and chime in on the conversation. We would love to hear from you all. Now, yes, revisiting Blair's social second. I asked you what your favorite gems are in Arnold. We're in your neighborhood. Margie and Ty and Tim giving us looks at all of these places. First up, we heard from Caitlin. A shout out to Caitlin. She's one of our producers who makes the magic happen behind the scenes. This is her hometown. She says S&J Snowball Shop is my favorite place on a hot summer day. Live, love, LA, Lower Arnold. Love that spirit and that pride in your home. That is Caitlin, our producer there. Tammy, good morning to you, Tammy. She said, Rock and Roll Arena has been in business since 1965. Great environment and place to skate the day and night away. You can even have a birthday party there. Then we heard from Matthew. He said, ABV Barrel Shop. Great couple of local guys just doing about the most amazing things for single barrel bourbon picks in town and perhaps in the country. I think we might be taking a stop there. You guys have to stay tuned in to see. Stick with us. We are live in your neighborhood, the Arnold edition. It is 6:55 right now. We'll be right back after this.
This is a story about control. My control. Control of what I say and control of what I do. And this time I'm gonna do it my way. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Are we ready? I am. 'Cause it's all about control. And I've got lots of it.
Hey everybody. It's Women's History Month. We were just sitting here talking about who we want to highlight, commemorating and remembering brilliant women who were trailblazers in women's history. And congratulations to all of the women who have paved the way and blazed the trail. Thank you for your excellence. Thank you for your inspiration.
We have incredible Nobel Prize winner Toni Morrison.
Poets like Phyllis Wheatley and Maya Angelou. Hopefully we're making some type of mark in women's history. Musicians like Celia Cruz and Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan. I mean, you know the list can go on.
And lots of women to remember during this Women's History Month.
So shout out to all this beautiful feminine energy paving the way for all ladies.
People, because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth, and I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
Hi, this is EnVogue. I'm Terry Ellis.
I'm Cindy. And I'm Rona.
And in honor of Women's History Month, we will share our Fly Files, 10 hip-hop and R&B songs from the 90s and 2000s that are personal favorites of ours and all performed by women. Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on Sirius XM Fly.
It's Women's History Month, and I choose to highlight Mother Teresa. Starting at the age of 18, she chose to live the rest of her life serving the dying and the destitute. She was the hands and feet of Christ, and she made a huge difference in the lives of so many people. And I think the world would be a better place if all of us just took a tiny bit of that and did the same things right here where we live.
Hey everybody, it's Women's History Month and I am highlighting women astronauts. I can remember in about 2013 we were performing in Seattle, Washington, and we had some days off, and so we decided to go and visit this place called Blue Origin, which is an aerospace company. And at the time, I believe they were making like these space pods for civilians to be able to go up into space, and then they took us around the facility and we could take a look at all of the components that make up a rocket ship. And one piece in particular just fascinated me because you could hold it in the middle of your hand, but it was like 50 pounds, right? And then they had these grooves in it that the fuel would travel through, and they said that if any of that stuff wasn't as precise as it needed to be, that it could fail the whole mission. And I was just like, yo, what amazing detail. And I just wondered if I was exposed to something like that when I was a little girl, would I have chosen science? So shout out to Sally Ride, Macy Jemison, and a slew of other women who have made their mark in history going into space.
It's Women's History Month, and I want to highlight Miss Angela Davis. I've always admired her because she was never, ever afraid to stand up and speak out for African Americans. Miss Davis was a major activist in the 60s and 70s. She was profoundly affected by her childhood, which was segregated in Birmingham, Alabama. She joined the Communist Party and became an affiliate of the Black Panther Party as well. She was also known to have been arrested, tried, and acquitted for her role in the Black Panther Party courtroom shootout. She went on to have a profound and distinguished academic career at colleges such as Pomona College, Rutgers, and Vassar. And she has remained politically active and so passionate for African Americans to this day.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Show tonight, got my makeup on, got my hair on, and now I'm spinning my hair. That's right, folks, we do all this ourselves. One more time. Y'all ready? It doesn't mean I don't like my strong black brothers.
Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Gal.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice.
Because it is a platform, but if we are able to be responsible on this platform to uplift, elevate, okay, encourage, and inspire. Okay. All women, but especially black women, because we are black women.
The Michael Curtis bass. Oh, break it down. Giving him something he can feel. Watch it hit like.
Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up. Now, what was that you were saying earlier, T?
What I was saying was, what you do?
What you do?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Oh, you got plans?
Oh, you got plans?
Well, don't say that.
Shut your trap.
Unless you hear.
Unless you hear.
At the spot.
At the spot.
We got a show.
We got a show.
It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot.
So if you feel the way we feel and you wanna come party tonight, baby, tell us that you're coming through.
We gon' leave the door open.
We gon' leave the door open.
We gon' leave the door open, y'all.
We gon' leave the door open, open.
Y'all coming?
Come on through.
Come on, y'all. We wanna see you.
It's going down tonight, y'all.
Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Hey! Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year that's coming.
EnVogue t-shirts. Yay! Woo-hoo! We have other styles too, so make sure you check out our website.
Definitely. Happy holidays.
Happy
Washington, D.C. in celebration of 156 years of Black excellence for Howard University.
Yes, we are excited to be performing tonight for their gala. Check back to see what you're doing. It's so good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. When you get a chance, look up Soul Liberation Day, December 7th. Oh, that's right around the corner. The transformation. Bless up. Bless up. Thank you for that. Let's see. Taalik says, can you send a shout out to my platform, the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry? Our theme this year is After Purge Comes the Healing. Shout out to your platform, Taalik. All the best to you guys with continuing to stretch in perspective, to stretch in what is possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others. Yes.
You know, Rhoda, we are having this conversation in the midst of Women's History Month, on the heels of Black History Month, even though I like to say Black History is 365, okay, every day of the year, and Black History is American history.
That's right.
Just what is do you ever just think about the impact that you all continue to have every single day, and just what your hope is for the future?
I think Cindy pretty much encapsulated it earlier. I think we sit in an immense amount of gratitude for the opportunity to do what we love and to continue sharing this level of high vibration everywhere that we go. Hopefully someone is inspired by the work and the trails that we're leaving behind. I agree with you. Black history is American history, and hopefully we're going to make some kind of beautiful mark in it.
Oh, I love this. Yes, it is. It is. Before we go, what's next? Okay, the mark, y'all are still working. There's still more marks to be left, more gems to be dropped. Can we expect some new music?
Yes.
Oh, when? 2023?
Creeping up on it. We've been in the lab. We've been cooking a little bit. And we're going to also go on tour this year. So that's coming,
yes, okay.
In the summertime. So we're staying creative.
Okay, all right, staying creative. All right, well, folks, stay tuned. You heard it here first. Terry, Cindy, Rona, thank you very, very much. And you brought down the house by closing out the 2020 Billboard Music Awards with that anthem. That happened just months after the murder of George Floyd. This was in the midst of the protests happening across the country. How did that context influence the performance you all did that night?
I think, as artists, when we write our songs, especially for us, the message has always been important. And unfortunately, the things that we're going through today, the prejudices that we're going through today, we're going through back then and even further back. And we wrote about our personal experiences. And each girl wrote her own verse, So when we perform, we go back to that moment in time and what the message of the music, the lyrical content and what it means and what it meant for us having those experiences and when we were writing the song.
Nina Simone once said it's an artist's duty to reflect the times, and I just think about what you just said, Terry, because the time, it has changed, but so much has not.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I always say prejudice, it hasn't changed. It just evolved.
It has just evolved. We are here in Washington, D.C. right now. You all are in D.C. for Howard University's Charter Day Gala. The people are going to get something very amazing tonight, I already know. And we're just 2 miles away from the National Museum of African American History and Culture, the museum, as we like to say. And your iconic red gowns from the Giving Him Something He Can Feel video are on display there. Cindy, Terry, when you were first recording Born to Sing in 1990, did you imagine at the time what an influence EnVogue would have on not just so many aspects of Black culture, but women, the culture, music across the board?
No.
If you can't do that, then I'll find someone who can. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. I can't wait too long. And this feeling is so strong, and it's so strong. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. Another day is too long, and some love is what I want. I wanna feel your body holding me tight, 'cause I
Y'all don't know nothing about that. I know we can, I know we can, I know we can, I know we can. Woo! Hey! Come on. Get our way. Hey, hey, let's leave today. Let's get our way. Let's leave today. Let's get away. Let's leave today. Let's leave today. Okay, wait. Let's get away. Hey, come on, hey. Get away, leave today, get away, yeah. Hey, come on. Get away, leave today, get away, yeah. Woo! Let's leave today.
Where my crazy nieces at? Oh, there go one of them. They go. We had a nice day. Angel Snow No 7 in the house with the nieces of reality. Say hi to my audience real quick. Now they done got all big since the last time y'all seen them.
Hey.
This is Sister J. And this is Sister, what was your Sister D? That's Sister D, Sister J. We had a nice time today.
DJ.
DJ.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, we went out there.
Ain't nobody even watching.
Took them.
He might have popped it later.
Yeah, just came on. We went out there, gave them a few driver lessons, set them up so they can get their driver's license.
Oh, I was the best.
And
I got a bird.
see, look, it said nieces of reality. See,
Is that
they know who you are.
Is that Among Us characters?
Huh?
What are those?
Train, Soul Train. We represent the Soul Train. Anyway, say hi to the audience real quick, y'all.
Hi.
This is Sister D.
Hey, y'all.
Sister D, she's big now.
Ooh, she ugly too.
Sister J,
Hey.
they big, doing our thing. Hope y'all have a nice night. We'll check y'all out on the flip. Peace.
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 So embarrassing. Why you take so long to end it? End it. I can't end it.
All right.
It's all right. I'll make sure we have ourselves a good time. We'll get with our crew. There's no telling what we'll do, girl. As long as you're with me and I'm with you, we'll have a good time, a good time with you.
You know that voice, and you certainly know that song. That is Jewel. Her hit song, you remember this? You Were Meant for Me. She's a 4-time Grammy nominee who's known for her dedication to mental health. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Were you aware of that? We were. And we are continuing our Wellness Week series with conversations on that very topic.
That's right. And in her memoir, Never Broken, Jewel writes about her own mental health struggles. And she's also now an advocate, helping create the Inspiring Children's Foundation for At-Risk Youth. And more recently, Inner World, a virtual reality wellness center. Gail and I talked with Jewel just yesterday. And here is our conversation. Welcome.
Welcome.
It's so great to have you here.
Yeah.
You know, as a guy in his room, age 14 in the 90s, listening to that music, I mean, I was having a mental health moment myself. It helped me get through it. It definitely did. I mean, but, you know, people who have not read your memoir, it's a bracing piece of writing. You had a very difficult upbringing, an abusive parent, but you were able to find your way out of it. One way was through music. How else were you able to find happiness and stability?
You know, I realized that as much as I had a genetic inheritance that would give me a predisposition to diabetes or heart disease, I had an emotional inheritance that would give me a predisposition to unhappiness or abuse or addiction. And so for me, what I realized is if I was going to move out at 15, I had to learn a new emotional language. I had to learn a new way of emotionally relating to the world so that I could have a different outcome than the one that my family had inherited and that basically I inherited as well. So I started to get really focused on behavior, and I'm not really sure why I had a gift for that, but at 15 I started writing and I started creating behavioral exercises for myself.
When we're growing up, nobody ever talked to me about mental health. I would imagine the same for you. No one talked to you about mental health, did they?
No, it wasn't a word.
It wasn't a word. It wasn't even a thing that we were thinking about. So how did you make the transition from I'm going to leave my house at 15 to figure out I need to do something with this, I need to help myself? What was your process in doing that?
It sounds silly, but I was raised on a ranch, and we had a rabbit that was raised with chickens because the chicken coop was a safe place. And this bunny thought it was a chicken, and it would peck at its food, and it would kind of waddle instead of hop.
Yeah.
And it scared me when I moved out because I was like, what if I'm a bunny that thinks it's a chicken because I was raised by chickens? How will I know my nature if my nurture was really bad? And so I realized what I needed to do, what made me think about it was an orange. I was eating an orange and there was the peel. And I was like, I spend all of my time thinking that I'm the peel. I'm actually what's in the center of it. And so I started to devise strategies to help me go down and in to where I thought my nature was and stop identifying so much with just my nurture. And you're talking about years and years of processes, but that was the first step.
You're dedicating yourself now to helping others. And you said we can all do this in terms of our mental health. But what is it that we can do? What do we need to know?
I think just knowing we're all in charge of our happiness. There's a lot that we can do to be in charge of our happiness, and that's my job, is to figure out how to be happy. And when I put my happiness as my #1 job and priority ahead of everything else, my life really started changing. And that means I almost turned down my record deal. I got discovered when I was homeless, and I almost turned it down.
Because?
Because I was afraid that, again, with my emotional baggage, God forbid somebody like me get famous. It's every movie you've ever seen about any celebrity. And I knew, again, that was going to be me statistically. So I had to have a strategy. And so it was a promise I made to myself that my #1 job would be to learn how to be happy. Was it a
lot of your
learnable
songs
skill?
are about that.
It's
Your
what I was
pursuit of
writing
happiness.
about.
Yeah.
And then my #2 job was to be a musician. And so I just never betrayed that promise. And that caused me to make very unconventional career decisions. I took years between albums, which people hate in my job, but it was the right thing for me, for my happiness.
Tell us about Inner World, the virtual reality platform you created, which when you were on the ranch and trying to get away and create behavioral exercises for yourself, definitely did not exist. And now something like it does.
You know, what really bothered me is that, you know, for kids like me, moved out at 15, definitely an at-risk youth, there was no access to therapy, mental health tools, support systems. So what about kids like me? What about people like me that don't have access? We have to create better access and tools that work with therapy, but also without therapy, just in case you don't have access. So that's what I've been spending the last 22 years developing. And with Inner World, we finally just launched in November. It's a virtual community where you can have peer-to-peer led mental health tools.
You broke the chain in your own life, leaving the ranch, leaving your childhood, and now you're a parent yourself. You've got an 11-year-old Case?
A
boy.
Yeah.
What's it been like raising him?
I love being a mom.
And your message to him, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it's such a gift. And I really do think the healing of yourself is the healing of your children. It's the best gift you can give your child, is to really be committed to your own growth and healing, because it never stops.
So how do you explain this to him? What do you say to him to make sure his mental health is okay?
When my son was little, I would teach him about his feelings. I had a story called The Rainbow Dragon, where the dragon would turn different colors with different feelings, and it was the dragon's job to get his colors to change back to his normal color. So starting to teach emotional intelligence, when you get upset, to stop, take a breath, then consider an action. So tools like that really help.
Amazing.
Yeah,
you can tell you're a writer.
Yeah, you
the way
can.
you talk, just the metaphor.
I know, I'm like
how you
Rainbow
visualize
Dragon.
things. Yeah, it's incredible. And you can see a special guided meditation on our CBS Morning social media pages. And of course, if you or someone you know is seeking mental health resources, you can contact the National Alliance on Mental Illness helpline. That is 1-800-950-6264, or text helpline to 62640.
Several Juneteenth celebrations get underway today across the metro area. One of those is called Juneteenth, STL, and a goal is to remember the hidden treasures that African Americans have deposited into the land and makeup that is St. Louis today. B. Marcel, founder of Jules Inc., joins us now live with a preview of the event commemorating freedom and progress in the metro area. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
So first off, you guys have had this event or this type of event before. How will things be different this year?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year so last year was the first year that we ever did it. We were the first ever government-supported Juneteenth event in the city of St. Louis. So we take huge pride in that. We focused a lot last year on the African culture. So we had African dancers and African drummers. But this year we are really focusing on one of our other pillars that we have is really creating a village within the city of St. Louis. So getting back to that old school, hey, there goes John's son, or there goes, Barb's daughter, or, that type of thing. So this year we're really focusing on the now, the Black excellence that is here in the city of St. Louis. We're doing a showcase of new talent that'll take place for those that may or may not get too much exposure in the city of St. Louis, but then also we're going to have some conversation. So it's going to be really amazing. It's going to be picnic style, pull up to the park, pop up, between 12 and 6 o'clock today. We really want to make sure that we're curating conversations amongst neighbors. So really getting to know our neighbors and really getting to know our St. Louis again.
And what does it mean to you and your organization to participate in these Juneteenth celebrations? A lot of them just now happening in this area. How does it feel to be one of the first to commemorate this day?
It is absolutely amazing. Last year, like you just said, there were not as many celebrations. This year, there are a ton of celebrations. So over the weekend, you know, there was a lot of productions that were happening. For us this year, it really means for us to be able to just kind of kick back and really enjoy and relax and enjoy one another. So we were all busy, you know, going basically Juneteenth hopping from event to event to event. And Jules Incorporated, which is my nonprofit that I started over 16 years ago, it was girls mentoring, really being able to pour back into the city, getting to know one another, getting to know one another's kids, and just really being about the community.
And that mentorship and that camaraderie, like you said, the village is really important, especially in today's time in our area.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that's one of the things that we're really lacking in our city is it's not so much policy or law or these things, but it's really the familiarity of one another, right? COVID happened, we were all isolated, very much so. So now it's really time to get back outside, but let's get back outside in a different way prior to the pandemic. Let's get back outside and really get to know one another one-on-one. So this year, we're not going to have high production, high activations happening. We have the very, you know, minimal things that brings people so much joy. So we're doing more by doing less this year.
Awesome. So if we want to show up and celebrate, commemorate Juneteenth, tell me how we can do that with you all in the Jewel group.
Absolutely. So we'll be at Kaufman Park. It's right across from City Hall between 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock p.m. Much love and shout out to Prime 55. They're going to throw some things on the grill. We're just going to be outside. The Regional Arts Commission, too, just really supported this as well.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, B. Marcel, for joining us.
Thank you.
My pleasure. If you guys would like to hear this interview again, just go to our website, fox2now.com, and there you can see a whole list of Juneteenth events happening throughout the day. Tossing it back to you, Amelia.
So, I'm not your enemy.
I wanna talk to
I know who the enemy is.
I wanna talk.
You wasting your time making mockery of me. Oh, I'm crazy. My brain is damaged. My EnVogue poster. I'm miserable in my life. All this nonsense that you talk about. And you a slave, just like me, in a racist nation.
I believe that if you on the side, together we can touch the sky. Free your mind.
friends, and welcome back. So today we're going to keep with those deep side stretching poses. This week we're going to do a pose called pyramid pose, and this one is a really good one for stretching your spine, your shoulders, your hips, as well as your hamstrings. Also really good for strengthening your legs and improving posture, circulation, and balance. And then the forward bend of this pose is going to be really good for creating that blood flow to your brain, which can help with mental clarity. All right, go ahead and grab your mat and let's get started. So for this pose, we'll start standing and take a nice big step forward with your right foot. Keep that left foot back in about a 45-degree angle. We'll keep our hands on our hips here, lengthening your spine, and then from here, start to bend forward, coming towards your mat. Staying here for a moment. And then when it feels good for you, you can bring your hands down to your mat and then start to bring your head down to your knee. Now, if this feels pretty comfortable for you and you want a more intense side stretch, you can walk your hands to the right side of your mat and then bring your head back down to your knee. And hold here for several breaths. And then to come out of this pose, walk your hands back to the center of your mat. You can bring them back to your hip and then come back to standing and take a step towards the top of your mat to rest. And that is this week's Tranquil Time with Taylor. As always, the light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in each and every one of you. Good Sunday morning, friends, and today we're going to do a pose that's going to be focused on twisting, which is always a really good detoxing pose. So today's pose is called Sage Twist Pose, and this one, again, really great for detoxing the body. Also really good for stretching your chest, your shoulders, as well as your back, and really good for relieving any low back tightness or pain. Go ahead and grab your mat and let's get started. So for this pose, we're going to go ahead and start sitting with both legs extended in front of us. So you want to bend your right knee, and then you can extend your right arm behind you, and inhaling your left arm high and bring it on the outside of your right knee. Or if you want a deeper twist, you can go ahead and start to wrap your arm around your right knee, and then with your left hand, wrap it around your back, reaching for your right and staying here. And then you just want to bring your torso towards your leg for a nice bend here. And you just hold here for a couple breaths. And then when you're ready to come out of the pose, just release your hands and you can come back to extending your legs long. And that is this week's Tranquil Time with Taylor. As always, the light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in each and every one of you. And at 6:53 on your Sunday morning, we're going to head back outside, giving you a beautiful view over the arch. The sun is out this morning, and another warm start to the morning. 71 degrees out there right now. We're going to take a short break, but first, here's today's Retire Now with Marvin Mitchell.
It's so good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Lauren says, I've been fighting cancer since 2020 using no chemotherapy, holistic medicine, just sheer willpower. Doctors don't understand. No pain meds. Blast. Shoulder brush, man. Wow. Wow. Powerful. All the best to you on that journey. I'm sure you'll have quite the testimony, and quite possibly you have it right now. What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself Lauren, in taking that route for your healing? What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself? Very curious to hear that. Wow. New Year. Happy New Year. Lauren says, do you feel our diets affect mental health? Absolutely. Are EnVogue vegans? No, I'm not. I'm a pescatarian. We have vegan diets at times, but not full on vegan. No. Let's see. I lost it. Oh, let's see. Okay, I gotta come back to that. Come back. This chat's moving on me. Shucks. Okay, I tried that and other so-called healthy diets and still contracted cancer. Well, sir. Ooh, that's so interesting you would say that. You know, some people also think that your mindset can cause dis-ease. Emotional spaces that have not been healed can cause dis-ease. Not just food, not just the outer environment, the inner environment.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving.
They're my cousins. Let me through.
I'm
lady, and you knew you could not let her get away. You had to show her a piece of your love right on the spot. And so we're gonna relive that moment. We're gonna recreate that moment. But now, because see, everybody's watching, so you gotta be creative. It's an iceberg. All right, that's what we want. I want you in a creative way. Now you can sing it, you can dance it, you can use that sexy radio DJ voice, you can rap it, however you want to be creative, but you got to show her a piece of your love because you cannot let her get away. How would you show her? How would you show her a piece of your love? I'm gonna hand you the mic.
I just want to tell you, nothing but good love. And when I first sing, all I can think is like, that girl in that red dress. Like, girl, you better come meet her. And I ain't let her go.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You just got some brownie points, brother. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. What's your name, sir?
My name's Brent.
Hi, Brent. Everybody say hi, Brent. Okay, Brent, you heard Cindy, right? Oh, Brent is ready, y'all. I said, you heard Cindy, right? He said, yep. All right, Brent. We're going to go back to that moment, okay? When you first met your significant other. And you just knew you could let him go. All right? We're going to hand you the mic. You can sing, you can dance, you can give us your sexy DJ radio voice. You can tell us a story, you can give us some poetry, whatever you feel. Give him a groove, man.
Well, first of all, Minnesota is a blue state where we love everybody. You're white, you're black, you're Asian, you're gay, you're straight. Who cares? So you know what? What matters is that I'm here with my boyfriend that I have loved for over 3 years, and that's all that fucking matters. So I deserve my own class, and Minnesota gets everything because they know bloody sweat is gonna bring us down. Yes, we are the best.
That's what it's all about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Set the house on fire. Let's see what you got, Ron.
We never know what we're gonna get. We never know what we're gonna get. That was so passionate and amazing. What is your name, gentlemen?
My name is Winfred Hart.
This is Winfred, you guys. Welcome to the stage. Please. I don't know if you heard Cindy say something, but do you have a significant other?
I didn't hear you.
Do you have a significant other? Do you have a partner?
I do.
Where are they? Are they here tonight?
Well, my wife is at work.
Shout out to the wife who put it in. Okay, so we're going to have to do something special for wifey. Do you have a friend that's here with you?
Yes, I have my brother and my sister.
Okay, brother and sister, I need you guys to record this for wifey that's putting it in right now while he's playing. We got to give her a gift. Okay, so I need you to either take us back to the first day that you met her. And I wonder who's loving you.
thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Bark!
And as always in parting, we wish you...
Come on and jam with us next week on these same stations. And you can bet your last money it's all going to be a stone gas, honey. I'm Don Cornelius, and as always in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul.